There is infinite power inside your brain, but your school people have always brainwashed you by saying that the intelligent person is the one who gets more marks. But the truth is that this mark sheet has always fooled you. This is the real triangle of intelligence, in which the first part is understanding, which means learning things as soon as possible, and the second part is memory, which means that as soon as you see something, that thing gets imprinted in your mind, so-called photographic memory. And this is the most main step of infinite intelligence, and that is creating whatever you have learned and whatever you know, using those things to solve any problem very easily, or create something very unique and dangerous, which is called creative imagination, which if you unlock, then you can use it to build the biggest business ideas. And not only in business, but you can come in the top 1% in any field of the world, because this world is not for average people, but for those people who can think creatively, and these people will be the most successful in life. But these three powers of the brain, you will get to know how to unlock this in this video. One day you feel like learning this thing too, how to make a realistic sketch of anyone. After this, you will watch a lot of tutorials on YouTube. But to become perfect in this thing, and to learn how to make a realistic sketch of anyone, if you practice for 1 to 2 hours daily, it will take you approximately 4 to 5 months. But if Elon Musk has to learn the same thing, then he will learn it very easily in less than half the time, that is, in just 1 to 2 months. And this is just a sketch. Elon Musk learned the entire rocket science in just 1 or 2 years, the thing which took NASA scientists 10 to 12 years to learn, because there are some principles of learning anything quickly, in which the first principle is flow state. When Amitabh Bachchan was shooting for the movie Black, he used to listen to music before the shoot, and before that he did not talk to anyone, and he used to do this so that he could go into the flow state and get into that character. Similarly, whenever, if you are going to learn something, first of all listen to music and trigger your brain to get into a state of hyper-focus and create an interesting atmosphere. And this flow stage of yours does not break, and you, to enjoy learning something and to make your brain fully active and learn things very fast, you have to use the second principle, that is shoot down the things and create a deadline. Whenever you go to learn something, you should not have this mindset at all that I have to learn so many things now to master the skill. This will make it very difficult for your brain to learn that thing, and your brain always runs away from difficult things. And that is why you will not be able to learn that skill quickly. You have to make everything in the world very simple. You have to break down all those steps into small parts to learn that skill. Your mindset should be that I have to learn only this part of the skill now, and also set a deadline that I have to learn this thing in this much time, because by setting a deadline, your brain comes into challenge mode and starts working on its full potential, and in this way you will learn any skill in the world very easily at the speed of 100x. And now let's talk about that power of the brain, due to which it becomes very easy to learn anything as soon as it sees it. The thing gets imprinted in your mind and you remember it for lifetime. Elon Musk says that we cannot remember the thing which we cannot connect. There are 2 words in maths, horizontally and vertically, in which horizontally means this kind of line and vertically means this kind of line. Right now you have remembered the meaning of both of them. But after 5 to 10 days from today, you will forget it and get confused whether horizontally meant this line or this one. But if I have to remember this thing for lifetime, and I use photographic memory here, then I will give a code to this thing. 2. I will visualize in my mind that if I increase the edge of horizontally in this way, then this kind of line will be formed. So, horizontally means this line. In this way, photographic memory is used. That means to remember any difficult thing of the world for lifetime, connect it with some other thing, and then you can remember that thing for lifetime. You cannot forget even a few moments, and to make this photographic memory stronger, you have to do an exercise before going to bed at night. What did you do from the time you got up in the morning to the time you went to bed in the evening? Even the tiniest of details, what clothes did the person you met wear? You have to recall everything from A to Z. And this is the exercise that if you do it regularly, then as soon as you see anything, that thing will get imprinted in your mind. And now let's unlock that power of the brain with which you can solve even the biggest problems very easily. And using this power, you can build even the biggest business ideas and become the top one in your field. It is written in Chapter 10 of the world's most powerful book, Think and Grow Rich, that the creative imagination of any person gets unlocked when his mind is in high vibrational energy, which means in a higher vibrational energy than an ordinary person, But how does one reach this energy? When you do no fab and semen retention, then the ordinary mind of a person meets the infinite. It happens with intelligence, and everything in the world becomes very easy for that person. And if you also want to unlock your creative imagination and infinite intelligence, then there is only one way, and that is semen retention, i.e., no fap.